It's very imperative that you always, in everything that you get, in all you're getting, you got to get understanding. And with this quote, quote comes from the Bible. I don't exactly know where it's coming from, but what it's talking about oftentimes is you have to walk through this life and have to get with every situation and every scenario that you go through in life. One of the most important things that you can ever take away from those situations is the understanding of why it happened, rather than that situation in of itself. And what do I mean with that? When I'm talking about the understanding of things, you can start to look at situations, scenarios, and things of that nature. You can look at how you reacted, how other people reacted, and everything like that. And then moving forward, you can now immerse yourself with certain type of people, or you can make certain type of actions that's going to prevent whatever situation or scenario that you went through in the past. Why? It's because you understand the outcomes of what will happen. And this happens literally in everything that we all of our fields or whatever the case may be. You can people tell you, oh man, hey, if you got a car, you got to put antifreeze in there. You got to put antifreeze when it's in the winter, stuff like that. You're like, why would I have to put antifreeze? It's because you understand that if you don't add the antifreeze, whenever your windshield or whatever the case, if it's not, if it's very freezing, it's cold and stuff like that, you won't be able to see. And then you'll have problems with that. It's because you understand what something is, or like you wouldn't. I don't know. You wouldn't go down and walk down a damn dark alley in the worst neighborhood in the world at 2:30 in the morning when nobody else is there. Because you understand that there's a likelihood that there's some type of violence or whatever. And you can know people getting mugging and stuff like that. But you understand how to move based off of other people's experiences. That's where wisdom comes in, or your own personal experiences. And so, with all that being said, you have to also understand this, because a lot of people, because sometimes we don't realize that we're not getting them. Oftentimes the message is, when people say, oh man, when you take a loss, you never lose, you're taking a lesson. It's always a lesson. Okay. And the lesson is understanding what happened and why it happened. Sometimes situations and scenarios, you could be 100% the doggone victim, but your superpower, quiet is kept for a lot of people, is your ability to introspect, and now you take personal accountability for every scenario that goes on in your life. And sometimes these scenarios could be where you're 100% the victim. You didn't do a doggone thing wrong, and somebody came at you 100% of the way. But even in scenarios like this, you got to take 100% of accountability, because this is where your superpower comes in. Is now that you understand of what happened, you don't necessarily look at that person and what actions and whatever the case may be. You kind of like look at yourself, and now you understand it in the future. If people are showing you certain type of flags, you already understand what the outcome could potentially be. And now you taking personal accountability before that relationship progresses anymore when you see those red flags. Why? It's because you understand what those behavior types, what is going to lead to, into the future. And you do not want to go back down that road. So you utilize wisdom, or you utilize this type of intelligence where you're like, okay, I understand my lesson and I need to move differently. Okay. So, but with that being said too, you kind of also got to understand how other people work. Okay. The things that people do oftentimes, what they say out their mouth, how they move in the world and stuff like that, how our society is set up right now is, everybody already talk about this idea of narcissism, and how people are all, there's a huge wave of narcissism. And with this narcissism is what they kind of like talking about is these individuals who have they're like shallow people, or superficial people. They only really care about the outside of how everything looks and stuff like that. And they'll do whatever it takes behind the scenes to get whatever, whatever type of, um, you know, interactions with other people that makes them feel better about themselves. It feels, and it feeds into that ego of theirs. And the ego, I always say the ego has a spectrum, just like everything else. There's a good ego, and then there's a lot of negative ego, or like very toxic in ego. But a lot of people, they start to they work out of the toxic side of that doggone ego. And so with the and as a result, it leads people to do foolish things, or like they don't think about what happens in the future or whatever. Like it leads down a very negative pathway. But it does sometimes seem like these people are winning, but it's like it's short lived and everything like that. But that's a lot of times what a prime example of this toxic ego that we could potentially have. Okay. And these individuals, the other aspect about these type of individuals, they never want to blame themselves. They always blame, or they have to take the pressure and everything like that and push it onto somebody else. always and ever, you hear about how people are scapegoated in families. You can get scapegoated in families. You can get scapegoated in workplaces and scapegoated in all these other areas where there is clearly problems all over the place. But the fact of the matter is, nobody wants to do any type of introspection. Nobody wants to look at what the problem with it for what it really is. Instead, they cast blame onto somebody else. They put all their negativity into another location in comparison to hashing the problems out and fixing the problems. Because if they were to hash the problems out and fix the problems, that will cause them to do some type of introspection. And if they do introspection, they got to look at themselves for who they are and what their actions is doing. And you got to understand that these people do not want to do that. They do not want to look at themselves for who they are. They want to look at themselves as to how they want to be perceived, how other people look at them, how other people praise them, how other people glorify them. You understand? I always say in this current days and all the stuff that we have to endure and how we have to that we get in contact with. Again, you got to understand this American framework that we live in today, because and when you asking like, what is this narcissism and why is it all over the place and da 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 da. Look at our media and look how people are raised. A lot of people are raised, since we're kids, it's beat out of you to be like everybody else. That like it's detrimental and it's like horrible if you act like somebody other than whoever people tell you you need to be. Okay, and for a lot of people conform to that. Like it's just real easy to conform. Other people, it's harder not to. I'm a type of individual. It's very difficult for me to conform, because when I conform, it's like my life is miserable. And for a lot of people, that can be that too. But the society always, you listen to the music, all the music is nothing but self-worship. That's exactly what it is. Our society is nothing but more than people worshiping themselves. You understand? Like, and again, some people like, I don't believe in God. I don't believe in this, and this. Yes, they do. If whoever you are or whatever you do, you worship something, whether or not you know it. And oftentimes, especially in this 2024 landscape, the person that they worship is them damn selves. Okay. Their Instagram, their Twitter, and then their Facebook, and then their TikTok. That's where their holy temple is. Okay. And what do they do on these platforms? A lot of people, they give money just like how you do it at church. Okay. These people speak words and they influences so many, and they're high and mighty and all that other stuff. They're at the top of the game and stuff like that. So it's like, in a lot of ways, you can see how, like, it's almost like how it's almost like this person is a religion in of himself. And so that's where a lot of that narcissism, because people want to feel powerful. And again, because we get beaten down since a very young age, that we cannot go inside and introspect, that any type of negativity that's inside of you, or whatever the case may be, trauma, you run from it. Oh, you're triggered, run from it. Oh, you this, run from it. Oftentimes you hear this with guys and men and stuff like that. Oh man, just suck it up and just get through it. And a lot of dudes, they suffer, but they suffer in silence. A lot of these dudes, they be crying, but they crying behind closed doors when it's dark and nobody else can see them. These people have emotions, but they try to put on a straight face because of what society tells you have to do. And then when they go inside and actually try to figure out the problems of the trauma and stuff like that they're going through, what they're going to be seen as soft, weak, bitch made, or something like that. That's how people would try to look at the man if he's doing certain these aspects, because of what if our society is already set up. And it's, again, it's part nature, and it's also part of the society. The problem is that nature, and then in the past, there was atmospheres where people can work through these type of situations, or there was already culture and conventions that were set up so that, like, people will have a sense of purpose. They'll have some grounding. Because they have their tradition, they have their family. Everybody moves a certain type of way. There's a culture and everything like that. Our culture in America is that there's no culture. That is what our culture is. Our culture is commercialism, self-aggrandizement, self-worshiping, this, and this. And so this is why we have this line and this lineage of people who have these extremely negative narcissistic traits, extremely negative egotistical type of traits. And again, narcissism is a spectrum and egotism is a spectrum. There's healthy narcissism. You as an individual, you got to have some type of, because you got to understand how to fight back with people of the world. It doesn't matter if you don't matter if you Mother Teresa. The world's going to treat you in a certain type of way because of how they perceive things and how they move in the world. And because, again, a lot of people, they make decisions purely based off their ego. Okay. And you might be an individual that does not base situations and things of that nature off your ego. And so you make choices based on wisdom. But what the world would think is that you're a fool. That's what it is. A lot of people, they think that you are a fool, because people who doesn't have the wisdom, who do lack the wisdom, they see people who have wisdom or they're moving in a wise manner as fools. That is what they see the people as. And so as a result, you might have a lot of conflict when you walk outside because you thinking that everybody's gonna act like you, they're gonna move like you, da 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 da, and that's not the case whatsoever. A lot of people, they're hollow inside because they can come up to you and they can show you a certain type of image to try to proclaim to you or try to, like, give off the impression that they're just like you. But truly, what it is they're using different type of masks to like hide themselves and to move into different areas. They're able to like engraft themselves based off of whoever they're around and mimic their behavior. You know what I'm saying? Like that is how it gets down. But they'll always beat people down to try to get to the top where they can just like have total dominion and control over everybody else. Why? Because it fills up that ego of theirs. Okay. People are very, very insecure. You should never, ever, 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 ever underestimate the fact of how insecure people are. And people are trained to be insecure. Again, our media trains people to be insecure. If you ain't got this, you ain't nothing. If you ain't got this, you ain't nothing. If you ain't over here with these people, you ain't nothing. You ain't got the hoes like this, you ain't nothing. If you ain't got the Bugatti like this, you ain't nothing. It's this constant like reiteration of what you ain't. If you ain't got something, and they put you in this space where it's scarcity. And then when people getting up on like platforms and things of that nature, they out there stunning and talking about like, oh yeah, I'm better than you, I'm da da da. It makes you feel bad about yourself. It's because it's like sometimes you can't even get to that level. And those people that's on those TV screens, it's like you would think that these people have. You never know why a person's on the TV screen. You never know what they have to do behind the closed doors or whatever. And I'm not saying all of them had to, but I'm just saying like sometimes you can look at individuals on TV. It's like, man, dang man, I wish I was like this, and that's what they do on purpose. That's why the society sets things up on purpose. Because now what you're gonna do is because you feel insecure, you don't have that culture, you don't have that traditional family or anything like that that backs you up or where you can come when you fall. When you go out there in the world, oftentimes your family hopefully is the ones that's gonna help you. They're gonna catch you with the net and then pick you back up. Okay, but if you don't have that, or people are very superficial, because now families is even superficial. You have groups and covens of families that are extremely superficial, but it looks like love, but it's not love. It's a lot of times it's manipulation or some way. You know what I'm saying? Like so, or like people they're scared of their image. So family problems or family issues and stuff like that. Very deep, dark secrets. They're hidden under the damn veil, and nobody ever wants to open up that veil and see what it really is. And when you even try to, a lot of people they'll shut you down and say, "Don't go down there." But what happens is the problems keep on perpetuating over and over and over again because people they don't want to look at what the hell happened. They do not want to feel shameful for their actions or what other people's actions was or nothing like that. They don't want to bring shame onto the family. They want everybody to think a family is. More people are concerned about how something looks in comparison to what it really truly is. Okay, again, because it fills into that ego of theirs. It gives them the impression that they're great. A lot of people, again, are very insecure inside. It's because they don't know who the hell that they are. Because the majority of their life, they've been trying to be somebody that they wasn't. And it's not to be disrespectful to these individuals, but they've been trying to be somebody that they're not because this is what we've been taught to do. Okay, and so again, you could be an individual that operates in more godly traits or more spiritual traits, or whatever the case may be. The world will see that as foolish. The world will see that as soft. The world will see that as stupidity. The world will see that in a certain type of light. Okay. And the thing is, you won't understand why you go through certain things. You can't understand why people don't understand these things. The world thinks in black and white oftentimes. Either you strong or you weak. Either you the top dog or you the low dog. That's the only way that people a lot of times what the world will do. Because again, it's based off of ego. Somebody got to win these matches. Somebody got to be there. Okay. And so when you're not up there acting, moving, grooving, just like everybody else, people get a misperception of you. They have a misunderstanding of who you are. And so as a result, they coming at you in a certain type of way until you check them and you check them hard and or you like cut them off or whatever before you have to put their asses in their place and show them that you ain't the one. When you do all of that, like, people get the message afterwards. Okay. It's because they've been running and not only that, people will sit there and think that you fake. It's like you can't win for losing. That's why oftentimes, me personally, I cannot go around a lot of people because it's like people will just sit there and think that you fake. They think you putting on. You know why they think you putting on? Because they know damn well that they putting on. They see you doing some type of charitable work. You not out there trying to do the charitable work for any damn body else but God or whatever. You just doing it for whatever reason. It has nothing to do with nobody else. Maybe you don't even have the publicity. Maybe nobody even knows what the hell you're doing. It doesn't really matter because you're not doing it for that fact. You're doing it for whatever reason that you're doing it. But when other people see you, they'll perceive you. They'll be like, oh yeah, this person fake as ever. They're like, this person ain't like that. All this person just trying to, and they do that stuff because yet again, they know how they move, and people will project who they are onto you. Okay. So that's why I say always, when people talk, with whatever comes out their mouth or how they move stuff is more a reflection of that individual, whether it is than you. Okay. It's not to say that they don't necessarily have validity, but sometimes you have to have discernment to understand when people are talking to you and it's just projection. They're just projecting every negative thing onto you. Okay. And again, it's because sometimes, a lot of times, these people, they feel just very insecure inside. And the only times that people feel good about themselves and feel better is when they see the next man down on the ground. Then when they, especially if it's a person that they perceive, they will never tell you this. They'll never come to you. But even if they perceive you to be better than them or whatever case may be, you've never came at them in that energy. But the ironic part is they come at you with that energy. Okay. And then when you get back up and you get from that weak space in your life, that weak season in your life, and you get back to the strong season in life, now all of a sudden you cocky. Now all of a sudden you think you better than somebody. Now all of a sudden you think this, and this. Whereas these people have been doing the exact same thing towards you. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, that's what I'm saying. Like, where it's like, you can't even be around half of these doggone people, because it's like, it's not, it's all this doggone drama, because people, they don't feel, it has no, a lot of times it has, irregardless of whatever you do personally towards people will just take it as a negative. You know what I'm saying? Like, everything that you do, some people will come over there to you and help and ask for help. They'll beg you over, man, can you help me to this? And you be like, all right, man, yeah, I'll go help you. Nobody else wanted to go over there and help. Nobody else wanted to talk to this individual. Nobody else wanted to do nothing for this individual. And they came to you and asked you after all the other resources have been exhausted. Okay. And, in future, that this person needs to get the hell about your life. But sometimes they don't let you know that you are kind of like, or you might be the first resort because they know that you're going to come through and help them. But even though you come and help, it seems like they got some type of animosity towards you. It seems like after they get whatever they want, now they switching up, or when they get in front of a group of people, now they trying to switch up or act a certain type of way. When it's like, dog, why are you switching right now? Like, why you ain't got the same energy when it was just me and you? Why you acting a certain type of way when you get in front of these people and stuff like that? Because again, it's ego, and people, they'll be mad at you. People will be mad at you because you helped them, for the simple fact that you had the ability to help them, and for the simple fact that you agreed. Because some people want to have a reason to hate you. Some people want to have the reason because, again, when they're around you, their ego is bruised in some way, shape, or form. It's everything is done with them. Everything is with them. It ain't got a damn. Sometimes ain't got a damn thing to do with you. You cannot open. You don't have to open up your mouth. You're not around here talking about people. Not this, and this. But because you're there, again, it sheds a light onto who people are, and they don't like to see themselves for who they are. They want to see that self-image. And so that's why when they come back around towards you, they got all these animosity. And again, when they get in front of other people, they feel stronger to fight you. That's oftentimes what it is. They feel stronger in comparison to one-on-one. They feel stronger when they're with another group of people, so they can try to take you down as a collective in comparison to just one person. That's why somebody will switch up, and that's when you got to get this person up out your damn life, because this person is a snake or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, they not there for the right reasons. People will be mad at you because they didn't want you to help them. They asked you for help, but they was hoping that you didn't help them, because now they got a reason to hate you. Because oftentimes they don't have a reason to hate you. Okay? Because again, what you are truly dealing with, and you have to understand as an individual, is that these people are that are fighting with their damn ego. They're fighting with their damn pride, is because they truly are not the individual that they present themselves as. Okay. And so when you come around or whatever, and sometimes people, they'll be extremely mad too. This is another big thing. Because if you have that more so, you move in the world and it's more so godly traits, or you move with a little bit more wisdom, or whatever the case may be, you can see right through people. And the thing is, people know it. People know it. People know that they could put on a facade, they could put on a front, they could do this, but with you, oh, no. They can see it in your eyes that you see right through them. You know what I'm saying? And people hate that. That's scary for people. It's scary for people to see, to have other people know who they truly are, and not what they're trying to present themselves out to be. And so oftentimes, this is why people, they'll come over here and attack you for no doggone reason. This is why you're not even coming at people with that energy. Just because you can see who an individual for who you are, for who they are, you're not judging them. You're not trying to put them down. It's like, yeah, I can see like you have these insecurities. You think you hide these insecurities, but you're not hiding these insecurities. Like, you need these awards. You need to be in position of authority. You need this, and this, and this. You trying to act like to everybody else, like you humble and you don't really really care. Yes, they do. They need to be in that damn position. But it's crazy because it's got like they got everybody else fooled but you. Okay, and they know that they know you. They can see you can see them, and so that's why a lot of people that have animosity want to set you up, try to take you up out this bad boy, is because you can see them for who they are, and so they got to shut you up before you can ever get up and do anything. They got to take you out because they know you might be the real damn thing, and they faking it. You know what I'm saying? So with all that being said, that's just why that people gonna come up against you, and then they got all this opposition. You got to understand the battle that they have inside with themselves every damn day. Just because they coming in there trying to act a certain type of way, that's not who they are, and you can tell that's not who they are. You know what I'm saying? Like you could tell. It's like the loudest one. You trying too hard to try to prove that you something. Okay, if you something, you ain't got to prove it. Like for example, if you a tough dude, or if you're a tough woman, whatever. But if you, especially like as a dude, if a dude, how many dudes do you see that's like just jacked, they're like ripped and like everything? How often do you see those type of individuals? They sitting there and they got an attitude with everybody. They turn over there and they trying to intimidate, trying to bully everybody. Not, I mean, you can probably see that, but a lot of times those dudes ain't even necessarily out there doing that type of stuff. For the simple fact is, they understand that if somebody came at them, they will knock their asses out. They will lay their ass down with Sam Smith, okay? And that's exactly what the hell is going to happen if somebody come against this individual, this dude that's actually about that action. You know what I'm saying? He probably ain't out there talking a lot. He probably ain't up in front. But if you come at him, he going to come at you. You understand? So he ain't got to sit out there and project his toughness or whatever. He just is. You know what I'm saying? But the people that's not that damn tough, they got to run out there and try to proclaim and pronounce to everybody, I'm tough, I'm tough, I'm tough. Now I'll beat your butt, I'll beat your ass, da da da. You know what I'm saying? Like they got all that damn talk. They got all that damn talk, and they trying to go out there and trying to, oftentimes their method is try to scare people. It's like a chihuahua or like a little small dog. They bark a lot. They bark loud because they're hoping, they're praying to God that you're scared of the bark. You know, you get scared of the bark, or that you run away from them because they got that damn bark, because they really don't want that damn smoke. It's all smoke and mirrors, and they're not really about that action. Oftentimes, again, the person that's trying the hardest to try to prove that they tough is not really that damn tough. They're not tough at all. They more than likely weak, but they're trying to convince people in themselves that they are tough. Okay. And so again, even in these scenarios, when people are coming, you can see right through them. You know what I'm saying? Like you can see right through them, understanding that's not who they are, and they can see that you see them, and that's why sometimes people will hate you. You know, and that's why they don't like you, because you can see them for who they are. They cannot manipulate you like they manipulate other people. They cannot get you and control you like they can control other people. So they mad at you because of those reasons, and so they'll do their best to try to tear you down, tear down your life. You know, because again, you threaten their self-image. You severely beat down their ego without you even trying. Without you even trying. That's why sometimes you'll find yourself in scenarios where people around you got so much more. They got money, cars, hoes, this. They got in every conceivable way. What the world would say that they have success, they have it over you. And so sometimes, especially when you're in your weak season, you don't understand how you getting this energy, and you won't even think that people are jealous of you, because again, you might be in a season where God has you in a certain area, you in that pit season. But outside of that pit season, you don't understand why people care about your life even remotely. You know what I'm saying? Like people come around trying to make you feel like you insignificant, but yet they spend a significant amount of time talking about you. They spend a significant amount of time trying to plot up schemes and stuff like that. They spend a significant amount of time. These people have some type of doggone disorder. If you have an individual that's sitting there and they say that something is insignificant, and then they spend a significant amount of time on something that they deem is insignificant, wouldn't it seem like these people have a goddamn problem in their brain? They are not all the way up there. They damn screws is loose or something like that. Something is off with this individual. Why would you sit there and say that something is insignificant, but you spending a significant amount of time on it? Is it because they lying? Is it because you are significant, at least in their damn life? You are extremely important, at least in their damn life, okay? But they trying to make it seem as like they don't care. So they'll have their little minions trying to run around you, and again, you can probably tell that it's like, these egotistical bastards, they might be able to get other people to go around and try to get your information so they can figure out a way to try to break you down. They'll try to act like your friend, your family, that this, when really it's a damn enemy that's standing right next to you, taking all your information to this individual back here who trying to take you down because they're envious and they're insecure around you. You know what I'm saying? They will project every negative thing. If you a good looking person, they will say that you ugly. If you a person that is intelligent, they'll say that you dumb. If you are all, whatever the case is, they will take every damn thing, and then they'll give you the exact opposite of who you truly are. You know what I'm saying? Like, because they're trying to break you down. They'll sit there and try to tell jokes and stuff like that because they're hoping, when you check somebody with these jokes and stuff like that, number one move that these manipulative bastards will go to is like, man, come on, man, you too sensitive, dog. It was just a joke. It's just a joke, man. That's just who I am. I'm just joking, man. Stop taking everything so doggone serious. And so, but when that's what happens when you check them. But then when you start to go back with the same type of energy with this individual, you'll see what their true colors is. It's because look how mad they'll get when you do the exact same thing that they did to you, right back to them. That's when you know you got to get the hell away from this individual, because this person is not, they got you there. They're trying to beat you down with these jokes. They're not jokes. They're like, you know what I'm saying? It's not like you can't take a joke. It's like why these people are telling, it's the intent of the joke and stuff like that. Why you're doing it and why you're doing it repetitively. Like you got grown ass men that'll sit there all damn day trying to talk to you, whatever. They trying to critique you on every doggone thing. It's like, dude, it's not to be disrespectful to the gay community, but it's like, yo, I ain't never met no grown ass man or no grown up whatever that spends all their damn time watching and focusing on another man unless they was gay. Okay, that's all I know. I mean, unless it's like basketball or something like that. But it's like, why the hell are you paying attention to my life? Because I could give two rats asses about your life. I do not care what you're doing. I don't care about what you got on. I don't give a damn about where you work. I don't give a damn about none of these things. I am not sitting there spending my time looking at another man. I'm working on my damn self. So why are you doing it? Especially if you think I'm insignificant. Especially if you think all these things that you got that's coming out your mouth is because these people be lying and they doggone insecure. That's what it is. They're very, very insecure. Okay, and you bring out them insecurities in some way or form or another. Oftentimes, the insecurity that they feel around you is whatever comes out their mouth. It's the very opposite of whatever they're saying. That's how they feel about themselves. Okay, and that's what that comes to the surface when they're looking at you. Okay, again, ego, and you have to the understanding how much ego plays into people's decisions, how much ego plays into how they move and stuff like that. And again, there's two sides to this ego. There's the positive, the fruitful ego. You sometimes need to have ego. You got to understand your worth. You got to understand how to move. You got to understand how people should treat you and everything like that. You got to understand a couple of different types of things, and about yourself and everything like that. And so in the same vein, you need to also protect yourself, because other people in the world, they don't act like that. So they will see all your acts that is godly like traits. They see that as weakness. And so you cannot share that with everybody. You can only share that with a select group of people that you deem worthy, because these people appreciate it. These people over here won't appreciate it. These people over here will understand the strength in what you're doing. These people see that as nothing but complete and utter weakness. You understand what I'm saying? And the fact of the matter is, you got to understand that these people gonna have miserable lives unless they get their stuff together. These people gonna have miserable lives. You actually sometimes feel sorry for these individuals up over here. It's because it's like, how in the world they see stuff that is good in their life as weak. Okay, that's what they see. That's what their perception of it is that it's weak. That's how you know these people ain't got nothing good in their life. Stay the hell away from them. These people are their own karma half the damn time. And so with that being said, you got to have a understanding that people, they not going to they can try to act in the beginning, or they can try to act like they actually have some type of gratitude or appreciation. You have to understand, when people operating out their damn ego, they be thinking that they getting completely up over on you. And you got to understand how much they love that. They finally got a sense of power. They finally got a sense of authority. They finally have somebody that's potentially they think that the person, like, for example, if you show love, it's just who you are as an individual, that you move in a certain type of way, and how you bless people that's in your life, because that's who you are as an individual. But with these brain dead ass and backwards petty ass mindsets that people have, their ego is so damn low, their self-esteem is so damn low, that they'll have an individual that comes into their life that's a complete blessing in their damn life. But instead of like appreciating it for what it is, and start to cultivate some type of positive relationship for what it is, people who are broken and they only operate out their ego, they see this as a money. They see this as a lick. They'll see you straight up as a lick. Yeah, this a lick right here. Okay. And they go to start plotting, planning, and everything that they could potentially do to try to break you down, and then try to steal everything and control you, so they can steal everything that you got. You understand what I'm saying? Like, but these people don't understand. Like, they operate how the world operates, and you might not be operating how the world operates. So you have to have the understanding, even if other people don't. You can try to sit there all damn day and try to explain these things to people of the world who do not. They don't give a damn. They don't give a damn. And sometimes the other thing is, people don't give a damn, and they don't understand, and they don't understand you, is because they haven't gone through the same trials and tribulations that you've probably be going through. And this is extremely important. Why? It's because, like, oftentimes, sometimes God will put people through more things in their lives at a younger age in comparison to those who are who are of an older age. So as a child, some people are actually much wiser than the doggone adults. You know what I'm saying? Wisdom does not mean wisdom is not associated with age. You can be very young and be wiser than a 70-year-old goddamn fool. You understand what I'm saying? Sometimes God will put you through. So sometimes people do not learn their lessons about how to do things or how to move until later on in life. I always get this example of when I was younger. I used to move a certain type of way, and my peers, they did not understand why I did what I did and why I moved the way that I moved. And I knew it was the right way, even if everybody else was saying it's the wrong way, and they ain't understanding. They thought it was weird, da 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 da. But I was like, okay, well, everybody just gonna think it's weird, and so I kept on going in this direction. You know what I'm saying? And later on in life, yes, it paid off for me in a lot of ways. And so in that same vein, you know, the same individuals that did not understand why I did the things that I did when we were younger, now, because they went through different type of trials and tribulation, they now get why I moved in the way that I did. They now understand now after they've gone through certain type of trials and tribulations that they did not have in the past. So that's why they didn't understand why you were moving the way, and they thought it was weird. It's because they sometimes you're just ahead of your time because God has something, whatever reason for, He has to get you through certain things to understand that wisdom at an earlier age in comparison to other people. So you're like almost expedited up in terms of the wisdom. And so people don't grasp that until the future. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't get it until they go through trials and tribulation. They just don't understand. You know what I'm saying? And that could be discouraging for you. That could be, you know, it could put, but this is where you got to understand and hold steadfast to what you know is the right thing to do, and understand and stand on that wisdom, because you do not want to be in the state where you did not do what you knew you had to do because you were afraid of what everybody else was going to say and what they, and now in the future, now you probably be with people, but you would have this regret, and that regret is something you do not want to live in. You do not want to live in no doggone regret. It's not to say you can't pull yourself up out that hole, but it's like, why make your life any more difficult than it is? You know what I'm saying? People ain't gonna understand you. People don't think that that stuff is weird. People ain't gonna understand it. They might even think that is, you know, again, godly like traits. People see that stuff as weak and soft. That's what they think of it as. And so you cannot get that to everybody. Sometimes you got to give people the fucking business and let their asses know what it is. Okay, so you can't play games with some type of people, because some people, they don't give a fuck. I mean, I'm sorry, I ain't trying to go all that, but I'm telling you, some people, they don't give a damn. They don't give a damn. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't respect any of those godly like traits. They see you as weakness. They think you stupid as they see the forgiveness that you might give them, and trying to work on a relationship or something like that. You give them chance after chance after chance after chance, and people are so goddamn silly and damn pea-brained in certain ways. And I ain't trying to be disrespectful, but what I'm saying is their mentality. You got grown ass people. I'm talking about grown ass men, definitely. But grown ass people, they got the mindset of a damn teenage girl. Like it's high school. This is the Mean Girls or something. Like I'm telling you, like it's like you can't for the life of you understand it. It's because you thinking that just because some people are older than you, that they have more maturity. Just because they're older than you, they wouldn't be like jealous. They have more materialistic possessions than you. Why would they ever even be jealous of me? You know, whatever the case may be, you'll dismiss it as whatever. But the fact of the matter, that's what the situation, that's what the reality of the situation is. And so, you know, you got to understand that fools are not going to understand you. They see you reconcile, trying to get fix the relationship, and they see that as they love it. They love it when you trying to, they burning the bridge, and then you trying to rebuild the bridge and trying to keep it, make it work, or like you give people tries, you give them chances. And again, granted, it's certain type of behaviors, but you give them chances, chance after chance after chance. And the reason why you're giving them chances is because you understand that you need chances, that you need forgiveness, that you ain't gonna do everything right the first time. So I'm gonna give you another chance. Not only that, I also understand that once I stop giving you chances, I understand when I get to that level, I ain't trying to hear a damn word that comes out your mouth. I don't give a damn what you got to say. I don't care about what you have, nothing like that. Get the hell up out my damn face. It's like people don't understand that it's two sides of you, because they're foolish. They're foolish and they don't see that. They don't get it. It's because, and again, people who do not fear God, they're fools. That's what it is. They don't understand. They don't get it. Okay. They don't get it until it's too damn late. That's how people are. And so you might have had a lot of people like, you can't understand, like I'm trying to work on, like I'm treating you better than how all these other people is. I'm not trying to come at you. I'm not trying to be in no damn competition, because they definitely in competition with you all the damn time. They always got to one up you all the time. They always got to act like they got something better than you and all that. They always got to like one up you, always. It's like, dude, why you doing all that? You ain't got to do all that. Baby, why you doing that? You ain't got to do all that. Like, I don't give a damn. Like I don't care about what all. I'm just trying to make this bad boy work and be cool. Like why you coming at me with that energy? It's because they damn ego. They want to be better than you. They want to feel like they're better than you. They want to see you down. They want to see you on the ground because it makes them feel good about themselves. So that's why they're always in these damn secret competitions. That's why they always got these slick words to say up under their breath and then acting like they just playing. That's why they got all this doggone animosity. And behind your back, they a whole nother damn creature. You know what I'm saying? Like they two-faced, three-faced, four, five, six, seven, eight faces. You know, you never know who the hell you're about to get with these individuals because again, they can put on, they can easily blend in with these crowds. It's because they're truly not who they are. They have the exterior and they understand how to change and morph and chameleon in those different exteriors. And that's a very good quality and very good trait to move around. But again, people, they'll use that for malicious means. You know what I'm saying? Like it's good for networking and stuff like that. But also sometimes people use that stuff as a way to try to tear you down. You know what I'm saying? But with all that being said, because people are like that, you give people chances, chance, and to the point where you're like, I ain't giving no more chances. Now, all of a sudden, everybody wants to try to build that bridge with you. Now, all of a sudden, people are upset that you don't want to build up that bridge for 20, 60, 70, whatever, however old you are. You've been trying to work on that damn bridge over and over and over and over and over again. You kept forgiving a person, reconciling with them over and over and over and over and over again. Then, you did everything you could, but it's still not working. And then you get to a point where it's like, okay, I love this people, I love this person, I love this, da da da. I got love for people, but I gotta let people go. It's because they not respecting what I got bringing to the table. They not respecting what I'm giving. You know, they see that stuff as, again, they see it as weak. They see it as weak, and the only time that they realize that it was the strength in everything that you was doing is when you gone. You know what I'm saying? And when you gone for good. But oftentimes this is a blessing for you and it's a blessing for other people. It's because you understand that you cannot go too far with people. You begin to understand where you got to break up relationships. You got to move in certain dynamics. You got to understand, when it's too much for you. And now you got to move forward in life because these things, these burdens that people might be carrying or whatever case, or how you have to feel around certain individuals, how they keep on coming at you as, it's like you get to a point where it's like, I love these people, but they got to go. They got to go. They're not trying to help in the same way. They're not trying to reciprocate the energy. Every time I'm building this bridge, they keep on taking the match and burning it up. And so people will get confused. They mad and they in their feelings now that you let that bridge burn and you kept on walking. You know what I'm saying? Like they burnt that damn bridge and now they mad at you because of the bridge is burnt. It's like, I ain't hearing no more talking. I don't care about what you got to say. I don't care how you got to move. I don't want no gifts. I don't want this, and this, and this, and this. It's because when you had the opportunity, I gave you the chance. I gave you the chance here, and here. But you didn't take that chance. What you thought was I was soft. You thought I was weak. You thought I was a punk. You thought I was this, and this. Because I did all that stuff for you. Because I was trying to work on some stuff with you. But you took everything that I did as a weakness. And so I'm going to show your ass how weak I am by leaving your ass right where you had me fucked up at. And that's how you had the demeanor with a lot of people. It's like you got me fucked up on a whole nother level. You think you're about to come in my life and do any of that type of stuff. I will leave you right where you had me fucked up at. And that's exactly what it is. Leave their asses on the goddamn curve in the back of the mirror and keep this bitch pushing to wherever you need to be. And let their asses soak in their damn feelings. Let their asses figure out the hard way who you really are. Let their asses figure out all the damn things that you did for them, how you really had love for them, and their asses was trying to play you. Let their asses learn it on their own. I don't give a damn. And it's like you get to that point where I don't give a damn what you got to say. Because when you had the opportunity, you tried to play me. And I ain't going for none of that. I might have a kind demeanor. I might be not, but I do that stuff not because out of weaknesses, because I've been through my life. I had people shit on me all my whole life. Never give me a goddamn thing. Every word that comes out their mouth is negative. I ain't did nothing, but every damn thing you do is just negative. You know what I'm saying? People turning other people against you, pulling away from you. Now you gotta walk this damn life, this role in your life alone, at least in the flesh. You by yourself, but it's by the grace of God. You know, you realize that God was walking with you the entire time. But you know, people don't understand that. They think it because you give them these things. It's because the love that they see that you have. They think that stuff is weakness. They think you're stupid. They think that's weak. Okay? They see you as weak because of those reasons. And then these people do not understand the magnitude of what you've done in their lives, or how you was trying to come, how you was trying to bring them with you until you're no longer there. Now they understand. Now they get the picture. Now they understand your importance. But now they asses got to stay and sit there with the damn absence of you. Eat that. You wanted all your whole life to try to beat me. I never tried to beat you. I was never in no damn competition with you. I don't give a damn. I was trying to give you the damn trophy. I don't give a damn. I don't care about it. I was trying to build a relationship because I understand how important relationships are. Not only that, I understand that I need forgiveness at times. Not only that, I also understand that when I'm done with your ass, there's nothing you can do. Okay, there's nothing at all. You have messed yourself over messing with me like that. No, and then you got to deal with the Father in heaven that don't play. So now you got to deal with that too. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like people got to deal with all this stuff because out of their damn ego, they think they be getting over on you. Okay, they don't understand how you move the way that you move, but you got to understand the way that you move, the way that you move. You got to understand how important it is. Sometimes you got to be silent, quiet, don't talk. Again, sometimes when you're going through these type of things, especially when you're going through that fire and you got these people around you, it's like sometimes God is telling you not to talk. Okay. And he's like, I swear, it's like when I was going through it, it's like he's holding your lips together. Like you can't talk. If you had the ability just to open up your mouth, you'll cuss every goddamn body out and whatever. But the thing is like God is trying, it's almost like, I'm telling you, it's like he's closing your mouth. That's what it feels like you restrained, that you can't talk, that you all like lie. But it's like you don't understand why. But oftentimes when you get up out the situation, you understand that God was like protecting you in a lot of different type of ways. And so that you can get through this experience, but also you can learn from this experience and learn who people are and learn how to move and navigate in the world in the future. You understand what I'm saying? Like you learn these things from other people. You see, with other people though, they think that you're stupid because you're not talking, you're not speaking, but they don't even understand. I see you the entire time. I see you. I don't know everything that you're doing, but I got pieces to the damn puzzle. I know enough that I should have got up and left. But it's like, again, in your life, you could be thinking like, well, everybody got flaws. Everybody got this and this. They gossiping, they doing this. Hey, my people be doing that. They be doing this and this. Oh, my people be doing that. And so you be thinking like, oh, okay, well, everybody act like that. That's just as people showing you love. No, it's not. No, it's not. And it's a false sense of love. And people will sit there and they'll try to play you with that. And you think it's love because that's what you've experienced your whole entire life. It's not it's not until you get older and God kind of like reveals things to you that you realize that you was in toxic relationships your whole damn life. That stuff was never love. It was always manipulation. It was always this conning. People will manufacture guilt in you. That's what they would do. They were always, again, with these jokes or other ways, they were manufacture guilt. And when I say manufacture guilt, they will, when you anytime you put up a boundary or you have to move in a certain type of way, people will try to manufacture. If you got love for your family, people will say, oh man, you being disrespectful to so-and-so. And you might have love so-and-so real badly. So people, they can easily manipulate you into doing something, whatever they want you to do is because of your love for so-and-so. And you want to prove that you love so-and-so. But the fact of the matter is, sometimes you got to love people from a distance, and whether or not they understand it and whether or not they get it. A lot of people, they're not going to understand why you move the way that you move. They're not going to get why you move. In the future, they may, but at this point in time, they're not going to understand. And sometimes you just got to be like in the position where you're just like, okay, well, people just ain't going to understand. Like, I got to keep moving. I got to keep going. I can't stop and explain this stuff to people, because even when you stop and explain it to people, they still don't get it. So it's like it's damn near a waste of time. And then they'll start to look at you in a negative light too. And then they saying, "Oh man, you doing too much. You think you better than somebody. You da 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 da." It's like I ain't got time for all that. I ain't got time for all that. I'm about to leave you right there because I ain't got time for all that. People, they take your silence as complete and utter stupidity. They think you stupid. They think you dumb. It's not to say that you're not naive sometimes and you don't understand everything that's going on, but you're a quick learner. You definitely catch on real quickly, quicker than these people really actually think that you do. But you sitting there, you quiet, and it's like you almost like you following God to tell you, he's telling you to stop talking. Don't be quiet. Because oftentimes when you quiet, people, they expose the hell out of their damn self. Everybody will expose themselves. They keep on talking. They think that you're stupid. So they try to play in your damn face. You know what I'm saying? They try to play in your face. Everything like that, thinking you none the wiser, thinking that they get over on you. And again, these people, they have lost their damn brain cells. Petty as hell. It makes them feel good. Their arrogance and their damn pride has their nose so far up in the air. They do not understand that there's a damn grave right in front of them. They was digging that damn grave for you, but they had to fall right into it because they do not understand. They nose is too high up in the air. You'll stop and think, and you'll realize that people don't know a goddamn thing about you. Sometimes people will try you, and it's like, you'll know. These people didn't know a goddamn thing about me, because had they known me, they would have never tried me like that. They would have never came at me like that. They was never, because not me. They would have never came at me like that. They obviously did not. And sometimes people don't know who you are. And you got to understand that that's what it is too. They have a perception of you. It might not be the truth of who you truly are, but the perception of you says that it bolsters the claim that the person that's coming against you is better than you. And you got to understand the ego. You got to understand, because that is one of the main movers, drivers, the factors that people use. And this is what gears them and what motivates them all day. It's the ego, how other people perceive them. Because without that, without the perception of other people, people have to sit with themselves and start to figure out who they truly are as an individual. And they'll start to feel bad about themselves, and they'll start to feel that dang on shame because they know they've been doing people dirty. Oftentimes, how you get up out of that situation to start loving yourself again is admit who you've done wrong, what wrong you've done to other people. You know what I'm saying? And be real about it. And you're not sugarcoating it. You're not making up excuses. Oh, I did this because of A, B, C. No, you made that decision because of yourself, of whatever you wanted to do. And everybody's been in that situation. So it's like a matter of people, they don't feel good about themselves because they know damn well how they doing people behind other people's backs. They know what they doing. They know a lot of times they don't even be having self-respect for themselves. You know what I'm saying? They know what they doing. And oftentimes it's like you gotta forgive yourself. You also gotta ask for forgiveness for other people, whether or not they accept it, whether or not they even want to reconcile with it. It's not even necessarily about that, but it's about you letting all this stuff off. Some people might not ever forgive you for for any type of dirt that you've done to them, but the fact of the matter is that you tried to reconcile. You even went to them face to face and said, I'm sorry, I was wrong for what I did. It's like humbling yourself to admit that you're not everything, that you're not always perfect, that you're not always have the right answer, that sometimes you mess up, that sometimes you don't know it. Hell, even with kids, sometimes I even do that stuff with kids. If a child has something or their child was saying something and I disregarded that child, whatever the case may be, and come to find out that that child was actually telling the truth, I even go to a damn child and say, dang man, I'm sorry. You was right. You was 100% right. You know what I mean? And so it's like, because it has nothing to necessarily do with me as a person, but it's always about your spirit. Even if it's a child, there's a spiritual component to all this stuff. And so this is what it is. A lot of people, they're haunted by what they've done and they cannot like alleviate that pain. They cannot alleviate. So the best, and they feel extremely low. So the only way that these people feel good is to say other people are lower than them. You understand what I'm saying? They don't want to go up higher because in order to go higher, they have to look at themselves and do introspection for who they truly are as an individual. Okay. And they do not want to do that because they do not want to feel like they're a bad person, And so as a result, they stay at this ceiling. And so they have to pull people down up under them in order for them to have any type of power, any type of feeling good about themselves, any type of whatever. But it's always short lived. They need it's always short lived. Like that stuff doesn't work. They need to constantly be in drama and trying to throw people under the bus, trying to make people look bad, talking about people, throwing off all this negativity, running around lying on people, trying to put you down, behind your back, trying to tarnish your character behind your back. So everybody would walk away from you and see that it's this perception that you are tainted, that you're nasty, you're this, you're the outcast, you're the black sheep or whatever they call it. But people who feel inferior to you, they love to see you in those positions. They love to see it when you're doing wrong. Like they'll come around and try to act like they got your back. They trying to come around and act like they trying to listen, trying to help you and stuff like that. That'd be a damn lie. People be running around here and they just want to come up in your life and try to get information so they can go back to their damn circles, clicking T's, clicking up their damn glasses, laughing at your damn pain. But they'll sit in their face and tell me like, oh yeah, I love you, I like that. Yet they don't do. They got everything to say when you going through your time of travail, and like you going through that doggone fire, you going through your pit season or whatever weak season that you in right now. People will try to sit there and try to kick you when you down. Weak people will try to always break you when your weakest moment of life. You should never ever forgive that. Forget that. Weak people will always try to break you or break you down in your weakest times of your life. Okay, they understand that you might be vulnerable in some way, shape, or form, and so again, sometimes it's about understanding. There's another key aspect is understanding yourself too, and sometimes it's understanding where you are in life, and you might not necessarily have everything, but sometimes, like, yes, even as you as a man, and I know for myself and other men, you want to be seen as a pillar of strength. You never, ever, ever want to be treated anything less than a man with respect, with this. You want to be strong, and carry on. But sometimes in your life, even as a man, you're going to go through weak seasons in your life. And, sometimes you don't want to ever let anybody else see that pain and stuff that you're going through and stuff like that. So sometimes you got to find a real close person, if that, or even God or whatever, to work out whatever you got going through. You don't broadcast it to everybody, but you're going to be in weak seasons and you got that trauma and stuff like that. You don't understand why your life is moving a certain type of way. You don't understand why you're making decisions. You make decisions based off of fear. You don't make decisions based off of wisdom. And a lot of times it's not to condemn you, but it's just like that's just a natural order. And you're gonna keep on going in the wrong direction in life and being around the wrong people until you take the time to step back and start to work through whatever you're going through or what has happened to you in the past, A, B, C, and start to like siphon through it and start to correct things. Okay, and then at that point, once you start to do it, you can be able to accept yourself more. Even if the world don't accept you, you can accept yourself. You going to start to throw off those shackles of shame, in the sense that, yeah, I did it. You can own up to it, because what people will do is, if they see you in the position and they feel like you more, that you're better than them or whatever the case may be. Again, they'll never tell you that. They will never tell you that. They're gonna try to make it seem like it's everything else. But if they perceive you to be better than them, or they're jealous or they're envious of you, or whatever the case may be, especially if they know that you did something that you're especially like let's say vulnerable, like you wasn't happy or you wasn't pretty proud of what you did, they will definitely use that over your head each and every day to try to keep you into a cycle of shame and guilt. People will do their best to try to always manufacture some type of shame in you or some type of guilt, meaning that they will try to build up situations, scenarios based off of your personality, and then every time you say no, they'll go back to that shame and that guilt as a way to get you to do whatever they want you to do. You understand what I'm saying? Like, they'll go out there, oh man, well, man, that's wrong. You should be doing this because of A, B, C, D, F, and G. Or you, like, they did it for you. Oh man, that's wrong. You can't do this. Oh girl, that's wrong. Didn't she come through for you all these times? Da, 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 da. You know what I'm saying? Like that, like people use those doggone excuses so that you do what they want. They're trying to manipulate you. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes when you are not healed and you still in that traumatic area of your life and you ain't siphoned through or gone through what the hell you went through in your past, and you still operating out of the space, people will see that, and they will see that, and that is a weakness in the sense that, like, now you have a vulnerability. You can have impenetrable in a lot of ways of your life. You can have your money together, you can have your life together in certain ways and stuff like that, but you have certain cracks that you may or may not be understanding that are there. And that's why you might have these people can sneak their way in, because they're going to come in and then they're going to present themselves as the complete opposite of whatever you're trying to run from. Okay. And so you don't understand why you're attracted to this person or whatever, but they're going to act as the exact opposite because they can see it in you, even if you don't see it in you. And they will keep on going back to the well to keep on exploiting you if you don't work through it. But when you work through it, you'll start to see people clearly for who they are. You know what I'm saying? Like, God will take the mask off and you'll see clearly who people are, what their purpose was in your life, and how they moving and stuff like that. And the thing is, when you see it, you don't get bitter, you don't get angry, you understand that this is what it is. You understand that people are going to behave the way that they behave based off of whatever type of worldview that they have. And again, a lot of people, they base their decisions based off of ego and insecurity. They do not want other people to perceive them in a negative light. They do not want other people to make them think about them in a negative light. They'll still be that damn person. Like, a person could be very conniving, evil bastard, down to the core. Like, I've had individuals, like, they need to have them awards. They need to be in charge of all the meetings and stuff like that, chapter meetings, this. But this person insecure as hell. And it's crazy because people don't even see how insecure this person is. They be insecure to the very bone. They be trying to act like they humble and they got like people, but this person's insecure. You can see it in their damn eyes. Another way that you can easily tell us what people is, how the best way to manipulate people, you flatter them. Try to, in some way, shape, or form, get at their ego. Women know this about men very good. That's why women can get in real good with a lot of men. It's because they know how to get to a man through his damn ego. Okay, and the same thing happens with women too. But in the reverse. But I definitely see this with women a lot. Like, they can get at a man in certain ways is because she understands how to cater to a man's ego. Okay, and that woman is pretty damn dangerous because it's like a man goes blind completely. And again, I think that might happen with women too, but I'm not 100% sure. But I know with men, it definitely happens. Okay, but you can never underestimate the insecurity of people. You can be sitting in seats and situations that you can't understand why you have all this opposition against you. You got droves of people coming at you, crowds crowds and crowds. You got armies of people coming against you for seemingly nothing. You out here trying to help people. You out here trying to actually help, and you're not trying to be fake. You're not trying to do that. You ain't talking about people. You're not even in the mix. You don't have all that stuff going on. You ain't got none of that. So what people will do is try to put you into situations so that now that you are in that situation. And again, this is where wisdom comes in. With these people, they don't have wisdom, but this is where wisdom needs to come in with you and understanding people. Understand that people gonna be who the hell that they are. If you sit there and you engage with them, you sit there and you try to fight back in a way that they want you to fight back, you gonna screw yourself over. Your ego is gonna feel good to momentarily at that very beginning when you clap back at them real hard. And I'm talking about clap back like smacking their ass or airing out their dirty laundry. You might feel good in that moment, but I'm telling you, you're gonna always regret it. Not only that, that person, they more likely gonna go back and forth with you, or these people, the group of people, whatever, they're gonna keep on going back and forth with you. And every time they do something, you do it right back to them, then over and over and over and over again. And the problem with this is that you spend way too much goddamn energy and effort focusing on some toxic ass, useless people. And I'm not trying to be a dick, but that is what they are. When they're in that state, they are toxic and useless in your life. Okay, extremely toxic. All they're gonna do is drain you. They're trying to tear you down. They love it when you trying to go back and forth with them. They love it, and they know that most people, that's what they're gonna do, because they're gonna bruise people's egos. That's why these bastards are so goddamn crafty, and they know what they're doing. That's why they sneak and they're hiding, and this is why they can sometimes get away with it until they come across you, the right goddamn one. And then now they lying asses get exposed for they lying ass. You know what I'm saying? Lying ass bastards. Manipulative lying ass bastards, they get exposed for who they truly are, because now all those lies get exposed to everybody. Now everybody can see these people for exactly for who they are, because they matching up the lies of these people that they said on you, and then they matching up with who you are and who people can see who you are, because people that run around here lying on your name, and now you got eyes on you. You don't even realize eyes are on you, but you got eyes on you because manipulative ass bastards around you is trying to set you up. They're trying to play you like you a damn fool, okay? And they will always backfire in a damn face, okay? Especially when you out here, you moving the right way. You got to understand people gonna try to come after your character, but you cannot stop and look at people and understand why people move and not why they say the things that they say. People do not need a reason to hate you. They can hate you for whatever reason in the world. They do not need a reason, okay? They hate you for anything. People will hate you because you got all your damn teeth in your mouth. People will hate you because you got your child is beautiful. People will hate you because you know two more biblical verses than they do. People will hate you for any damn thing. So it's like, it's nothing. You shouldn't sit there and try to siphon or work through what it is. People, they need to deal with their own damn energy. They got to deal with their own life and who they are. But what they'll do again, they'll try to manufacture some type of guilt and shame in you. So they'll try to make it seem as though whatever they're going through, it's your fault. Everything, their feelings, it's your fault. They sit there and say something to you, and you say something back. You're not clapping back in a way where but you checking them. Now they'll try to make it seem as though you're in the wrong for what they did, and they love to play these damn games, and then they'll get other people around them, and then everybody will start to jump on you, trying to make it seem as that you're the bad one, that like you overreacting, that you just, and they know damn well that you're not. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is the type of games that these people play, and they just love to see people in confused states. They love to see people not understand what the hell is going on around them. They love to try to tear people down. They enjoy the process of breaking people down incrementally, going around people and starting to put these little seeds of negativity in people's heads about who you are as an individual. And as time grows, these people will keep on harping on these things. They will intentionally set you up and sabotage you so that people will perceive you in a certain type of light. These people, they think that you dumb is because individuals have been hiding information from you. They've been hiding certain type of things from you. Other people don't know this. You don't necessarily know this, but they know. They've been playing both sides. They've been playing both sides to manipulate people to have you look like a certain type of way. You know what I'm saying? And they hide behind the background, acting like they're a damn victim all the damn time. You know what I'm saying? Like, but they are truly the damn mastermind of all this evil and just vindictive, because they're insecure, because they hate their life, because they miserable. That's the only thing that brings them joy, is to see the next man falling on their face, and they so happy. Their ego feels so good, and they feel powerful because they were able to make a person stumble. They feel so powerful because they was able to make a person fall. They feel so powerful because they can turn people against you. And these people are good. They're very, very good. Because again, they go around, they try to get in real good with people. They try to act like they a saint. They get all these awards and stuff like that. They act like they don't care. They try to be in leadership position. They act like they don't care. These people really do care. They insecure. They're very, very insecure. You can easily tell when a person's insecure. Say something about their damn ego that make them feel good about themselves. Watch how they act. These people, they go blind. They go completely blind. And it's like they think you a fool, but no, they asses is the damn fool. And they don't see it until the end. They don't. So you gonna be in scenarios and situations like this, but the best thing that you got to do when you're in scenarios and situations like this is to be yourself, be true to who you are, and stand on the truth. It's gonna be hard. You're gonna be going through a lot of trauma and stuff. I mean, not trauma. You're gonna go through a lot of flames. You're gonna get burnt a lot. You're gonna have third, but God will always come on the back end and aid you and build you back up. But the fact of the matter is, you're gonna have to go through these times and stuff like that. And so you have to have the understanding and how to navigate and not to take everything that people say towards you or the actions that they do towards you as don't take it as that you're flawed or you're this. Everybody needs to work on themselves, but you got to understand how people get down. You got to understand the insecurity in people and how they'll go through great lengths to make themselves feel better. You don't understand how people can sit there. You got people that sit there and try to play in your damn face. They will sit there and act like they for you. They act like that they got love for you. This could be a family member, friend, this. They will go and they will put on some good ass performances. You really got to hand it to them. And you, for the life of you, especially before you understand how people get down, you can't for the life of you even remotely conceive that you would sit there. You wouldn't sit there and be friends with somebody that you don't like. You know what I'm saying? Like I would never do that. If I don't like somebody, I will tell their ass to their face, I don't like you. I don't fuck with you because of A, B, C. I might say that to them because sometimes people that come back say, "Oh man, what's the problem?" And it's like I ain't gonna have to let nobody just sit there and like that's disrespectful to me. When somebody they know that what they doing behind closed doors, they come to you and ask you like, "What's wrong?" They know goddamn well what's wrong. But the problem is sometimes when people are asking that question, they could be asking it for twofold. One, they trying to act like they like dumb and they don't understand what they did. Two, the other thing is they don't know exactly what you know. They did 100 things against you. They don't know. Do you know one thing that I did against you, or do you know 99 things that I did against you? And so they'll come back and ask you that question because they know they're doing wrong behind your back. They know why you upset and stuff like. They know why you moving the way that you. Oh, trust and believe me, they know. They know, but they need to understand why, so they can sit there and lie and figure out a way to cover up what the hell that they was doing. Come up with a good way to gaslight you and try to make you think that was all a mistake. These people be knowing exactly what the hell that they be doing, okay? And you got to stand on that and understand that that's what people do. People try to break you down. It's because they're insecure. You got to understand ego and how people move based off their ego. Ego is good, but you got to understand how unhealthy people have. They are worshipers of themselves. People worship their damn self. Look at the media. Look at the songs. All the songs and everything that you see. It's all about how great I am. I am so great. I'm amazing. Everybody else is my bitches or my flaws or whatever. I don't know what the hell these people be talking about nowadays. Oh yeah, I'm stunning on all these niggas. I'm the coldest nigga out here. Blah blah blah. That's what songs are about. And that's how most people are. And that's why this narcissism type of problem is so doggone prevalent. Is because whoever the hell is at the top, they understand this and they were able to do it so effectively because they've removed any type of traditions, cultures, or any type of family structures that would have been there to circumvent this behavior where it is about the family unit. It's about whatever in comparison to that of an individual. So that's why they've stripped away fathers. They stripped away all of these type of rights for fathers and mothers and things of that nature. They're moving so progressively towards to have all these other type of alternative relationships up in the society. It's not because they truly care about these people in the plight that these people be going through. They're introducing these things as a way to infuse more confusion into the damn world. That's exactly why they're doing it. They're not doing it because they genuinely care about a goddamn person. They understand as long as people are confused, they have no foundation, they don't know who the hell that they are, they do not have any type of grounding, they don't have anywhere they can go to heal, because when you talk about problems, things of the nature, again, you're chastised. It's not to say that that's necessarily a wrong thing to do, but it's when you do it and where you do it at. But oftentimes people, they can completely go their whole life without ever trying to check themselves, and they can't because they have nowhere to go. They don't know what to do with all that shame. They don't know what to do with all that other different type of stuff. So as a result, they keep on going, and then they double down and try to make themselves seem like there's something that they're not. Okay, this is the agenda of these people. They create these alternative programs, these alternative lifestyles. They're bringing them into the forefront, and the only reason why they're able to do so is because how badly they've already broken down the family structures. Because and there's no foundation now. People are more willing to go with anything. And not only that, now these people, they got money like crazy. Now people of all races, all creeds and everything like that, they are out there spending to their heart's delight. They know people are not healed, and this helps them with their buying power even more, and this helps with control even more, because now they're telling people that in order to be happy, you need to purchase, you need to buy, you need to do this, you need to do that, just to get more money out of you, try to suck you dry of all your resources and things of that nature. The reason why the society is going more so towards egotistical things and not the collective is because they understand that if people are sitting there and they're only aggrandizing themselves, yeah, one person might have it, but the rest of the people are disenfranchised to a whole nother level, more so than what they were in the past. At least in the past, people were slaves. When I say slaves, I'm not just talking about America. Every creed, every race, every person of any tone on this earth has been a slave. Slave is just not reduced to Black Americans. That silly ass notion that these people always want to pump down and put into your head. Slavery is an age old human institution that's been here since the beginning of time. Okay. So slavery, when I say slavery, I mean people, but they want to enslave people based off of these things. Like when they know people are lonely, they know people are depressed, they know that people don't have any type of way out, they know people are not there and they don't have any type of safety nets that's going to catch them. They know these things, and they understand that people can be very emotional and volatile. Why is the world so sensitive? Why is the country and stuff like that is so emotional and volatile? Well, it's simple, but baby, the reason why it is because they've been they've been telling everybody that you need to be amazing, that you need to just get over all these problems and stuff like that, and just get up and work and just slay bay and do this, and this, and this, and then you're amazing. And the sad part about it is, and the sad reality is, there's a lot of people that think that they're going to be happy when they get this. They think they're going to be happy when they get this. They think they're going to be happy and fulfilled. But the sad fact of the matter is, even when they get to that level, they feel an even deeper hole, because they realize this doesn't fulfill me. I've been working my whole life to get to this place, thinking I was gonna get fulfilled, and it doesn't fulfill me. And they don't understand. They're looking at the formula for how you're taught to how you should behave. They're looking at the whole formula, the whole playbook, and they're like, man, I did every damn thing in this playbook. Why is I'm not happy? Why is because the society is lying to you. They was lying to you the entire time. It's about commercialism. It's about getting that money about you. It's about you going out there and buying. As long as people are depressed, as long as people are in these states where the family structures are broken up, as long as men and women are fighting each other, as long as all these different types of things, they can control the kids, they control the next generation, they can continuously bring in programs that will infuse confusion. These people really do not care about these other programs that's coming in. They really truly do not. They will, and they also sometimes and I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but another key aspect that they'll do is they'll put women in positions of authority or give more money and leeway to women. It's not necessarily that the women cannot do the work, but they have this agenda of empowering the women. It's not because they truly give a damn about women. They're doing it is because they understand the psyche and the nature, the fundamental human nature of women and men. They understand that oftentimes if a woman has more resources, more power, more authority than a man, that she's not going to respect that dude. She's not. She's not going to respect. And not only that, they can now always target all the media and everything like that. They're going to target it towards women because, again, women might be the ones that's suffering the most in this society. And women might, because of the just emotional, women can be more into their emotions and stuff. Like they might have more emotional intelligence, but you can get at them more because, they have all the money. And so if you can make the women emotional in some type of way, you can, and they're not privy to it, and you can suck that money dry up out of individuals. And this is the reason why they move the way that they move. They do the things that they do, and this is, you understand what I'm saying? And again, I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but the reason why I say all this stuff is because, again, when getting up and going out there in that world, you got to understand how other people move. Everybody is not you, and everybody's not going to move in the same way that you do. Just because you got integrity doesn't mean that the next man got integrity. Just because you wouldn't do it doesn't mean that the next man is going to do it. And I'm talking, when I say the next man, your next man could be your damn brother. It could be it could be somebody very close to you. Just because y'all grew up or whatever the case may be doesn't mean that they have the same moral, the values, and they move and operate in the same way as you. They might think of you as you're stupid and you're dumb, naive, this, and this. It's not to say that you haven't been a fool, but there's no person on this earth to say that you've not been a fool. It's not to say you haven't been naive. Everybody on this earth has been naive. but they see and they perceive these things in a negative light, okay? Because they understand how the world works and everything like that. But in the end, these people will understand that it was never a negative light, that there was always a source of power. People will sit there with their damn jaws on the ground because when they take your kindness for weakness and everything like that, now they got to live in a state of regret because now because they took your kindness for weakness, they thought that all that stuff was they thought that they was on cloud nine because they've never had anybody treat them as well as you've probably treated them. They've never had anybody give them the amount of respect that you've given them. They've never had anybody give them the chances and to work on a relationship, to do this or whatever the case may be, to just move forward in life together in a productive manner. They've never had anybody to do that stuff to them before. Everybody else before them had like either snaked them, this, and this. So when they came across you, they probably thought that you was faking too. And then they realized you wasn't faking. They thinking in their head, dang, I should start getting over on this person because this person is obviously dumb and stupid. But that's not the case whatsoever. And the sad part about the reality is these people don't understand it until it's way too damn late. If you a man, that woman gonna be mad as hell that you with a whole nother woman and she getting all them damn benefits and she thought that you was head over heels in love with her. No, baby, I was not head over heels in love with you. I was giving that to you because that's who I am as a person. But you had me messed up. You think that you're gonna just get anything about me, and you think you about to hell no, girl. I'm gonna kick your ass to the curb because there's a lot of other females up over here that know how to act. That know how to treat somebody right the first time around. I'm not about to go and let you come back in after you did whatever the hell you did. Think you about to go? Hell no, girl. I'd rather go with the whole new person because you already clearly showed me that you cannot be trusted. I'm not gonna ever trust your ass again. Like, come on now. No, trust is the number one. If I can't trust you, we not in no damn relationship. You a midnight special at best. Like, come on, man. What the hell type of crazy stuff it is? The same thing happens on the other side where men, they get messed up with doggone women, thinking that they got outsmarting the woman, that the woman will never leave until the day that she get up and leave, until that woman becomes indifferent. That's a terrible place to be in if you're a man. And when a woman, she used to be emotional. If a woman is mad at you, you probably still got a chance with her. But the moment she comes indifferent, that ass is grass. You are done in her book. You are completely done. You might as well keep on packing up your bags. And sometimes these women do not come back and they do not return. And you'll have to watch her be with the next man. And that man get all those things that you thought that she was just so head over heels. You realize it was her. It was not because of you necessarily. It was because of her. It's because of what she was doing. Da, 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 da. You know what I'm saying? Like, and this happened on so many different levels. It happens on so many ways. And people, they can't see it is because of their damn ego. It makes them feel good to think that they're better than somebody. It makes them feel good to think because they feel very insecure. They feel like they have no power. They feel very low. It's because of what the society tells them that what they have to do. And they're doing it, but they don't have as much as the next person. And they live their whole life comparing themselves to everybody else. And so as a result, they will always stay in this constant state of misery. They'll always stay in a constant state of jealousy, because when people are jealous, they're looking at the other person's qualities, gifts, or whatever the case may be. They're looking at that person's gifts and thinking that their gifts is more powerful than their gifts, or like like this person has more, and they have a scarcity mindset because this is how the world operates. They have a scarcity, but God is unlimited. God is abundant. He's not. So it's like they don't. And again, just if you don't have no fear of God, you don't have the wisdom to understand this. But God is abundant. And so like if you do the godly traits, you seem like a person that just has a lot. You seem very abundant in a lot of the stuff. You seem like you have a lot, like you're very fruitful in a lot of ways. And people will see that and they want to attach yourself to you because of that reason, because they see that you're fruitful. Okay. But they don't, and they thinking that they steal stuff away from you, and they think in some type of way people have a problem with you when you are abundant in a lot of different things, because it's almost like you're stealing it from them. You're so abundant and I barely have it. Like, it's almost like you're hogging all of the gifts, you're hogging all of the talents, you're hogging all of the money, you're hogging all of the stuff to yourself. You know what I mean? And that's why a lot of times people will be upset. Like, it's a weird jumping jacks mentality that they got, but they feel like it's scarcity and they feel like you stealing their stuff, and that's why they come at you in these hostile ways, where they won't like you. You ain't never said a word. You ain't even know a person exists, and they still hate your damn guts, and you don't understand why. Well, this is the reason why. Is because they feel like you are like just taking too much. You got too much, and they barely got anything in their head. That's what they feel like. And so people, they like to go around and try to get over on other people, do this, and this, and this. And the fact of the matter is, it's so damn sad because people don't even understand to the very end. Sometimes you'll give somebody a little bit of money and they just asked it for it, and you sometimes will do tests, and sometimes it's it's important to very much well to test people, not in a way that you're trying to play games with people, but you got to understand who people are. Okay. And sometimes you got to test people. Sometimes people ask you for money or whatever, or they give you the money and you give them the money. Okay. Now to them, they might have thought it was a loan, or but this could be a good experiment to see what this individual is going to do. Sometimes it's not even necessarily like that person could have, you could be giving the money to this individual as a gift. But it's like, does this person have any type of integrity? Does this person has any type of character to even give me the money back or even offer to give me the money back or whatever the case? And you can take a step back and watch. And no, they don't. It's not to say that you cut that person off or whatever the case may be, but if this is in conjunction and this is like this is associated, I mean this way that this individual is behaving and it's compounded with a whole bunch of other like red flag type of behaviors, you can easily get them about the dough because you can see why they're there with you. And again, these type of people, they will sit there and think that they got, because they got $10 about you, that they got over on you. They thinking that they bamboozling you. They thinking that you just so stupid for them that you gave them $10. And it's like, no. Okay, they don't understand. They think that they look at life in black and white, either it's strength or weakness. And they thinking like, because of their ego, I'm in a position of strength. I just stole $10 from you and you stupid enough to give me $10. You dumb. You dumb. And it's like, no, you fool. You know, it's like, again, God gives you abundance. Like, God gives you abundance. I might not necessarily have the money, but it's like, no, fool. I gave you that. A lot of times I gave you that stuff as a test and you failed. You just took $10 and you traded that for any type of relationship that we will ever have in the future, you damn fool. You know, and they think they're getting over on you. No, I gave that to you because that's who I am as an individual. You could have been anybody at that time. I would have gave them that damn money. It's not because of you. It's not because of da 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 da. I gave that to you because it's more so a reflection of who I am in comparison to a reflection of who you are. And people don't get that stuff until it's too damn late, until the next person is getting, until the next people that's in your life is getting blessed. And they want to come up over there and get it. Because when you leave, these people, they get knocked off their goddamn high horse. They don't feel all high and mighty no damn more. They feel like, or they feel worse than they did before you even came. And now they got a problem with you, got attitude with you and stuff like that. And but behind the closed doors, man, they be regretting what they did to you. They are very, very regretful for what they did for you because they know goddamn well that you was a good person towards them. They knew that you was moving right towards them, and they snaked you in some way, shape, or form. They switched up on you in some type of shape or form. And then when you get up and you leave, because you got snaked or whatever the case may be, the very people that turned on you, oftentimes people will turn on you, and you got to understand this too. People will turn on you for the simple fact that other people, everybody else is against you. They don't want to stand in the damn fire with you. They don't want to get in that damn oven with you. They do not want to get in that pit with you. And they think that you lost, okay? Because sometimes in your life, it could be, they know what people doing behind your back. They know everybody around you, what they doing behind your back. And they ain't gonna come to you and tell you that, but they know what it is. And so they might know that you're a beneficial person and stuff like that, but they're like, hell no, I ain't getting in that pit with you. And they'll join the enemy camp just so they don't have to sit in that damn pit with you. And then God, lo and behold, God gets you up out that pit. And now this individual is still over there with the damn den of snakes. And then lo and behold, one of the snakes bite that individual. And then they try to run back to you and try to get back in your good graces. Absolutely not. Take your ass right back over there with the damn den of snakes. You showed what it was. You showed me what it was. You showed me who you were as an individual. You just gonna switch up on me when times get tough. You gonna switch up on me, and now I appreciate you for showing me that. Now take your ass right back over there with the damn den of snakes and let them finish you off. Like he's like, come on now, what'd you expect to happen? What the hell did you expect? But they was okay with it happening as long as it was you and not them. Okay, that's exactly what it was. They're okay with it happening to you, but when it happened to them, they don't like that. Now they want to come back over here and try to get back and no, take your ass right back over there with the damn den of snakes. You chose your damn side. Stay on your damn side. Don't try to come up over here now. No, absolutely not. And I'm not going for none of that. And again, this is when people realize, man, you was never the one. You was never the one. Never at all. And people, they look like a goddamn fool now. They run around here lying on your name, trying to sabotage you, da 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 da. And people now see what it is. Now these lying ass bastards getting exposed for what they are. And now people backing away. All the stuff they was doing towards you now is happening to them. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just backfiring over and over and over again. Every type of scheme, every plot, and everything that they did, it might have got you like a little bit. I mean, like it might have burnt you, pissed you off or whatever. But in the end, it all worked out for your good. What's the biblical verse? My enemies meant it for my evil, but God turned it around for my good, type of thing. That's exactly what it would be in your life. Understanding who people are, understanding that you can't change people. Understand that people are going to be who they are, and you can only. Sometimes it's best to sit back. Sometimes it's best to play the fool. Sometimes it's best to stay silent, so you can see who people are, who they truly are. You should never ever want to try to change a person necessarily into something that you want, because they'll never change. You cannot control people. And you really got to get that down in your spirit and understand that at a fundamental level, and accept people for who they are, who they're showing you as, not who you want them to be. They are not you. They're not going to move like you. And every time you come around them, they're going to do the exact same thing. And, they don't appreciate what you're trying to do, when you're trying to build, when you're trying to forgive, when you do this, they see that stuff as weakness. They don't appreciate it. And so oftentimes they don't understand the importance of it until you're gone. And sometimes that's what you got to do with people is let them go. Let them miss you. Let them figure it out on their own. Let them go to Tom, Dick, Harry, and everybody else, and let all them people treat them however, and they'll understand your importance in the future. They'll understand it real. They will understand it. Trust and believe me, they will understand it. And then they just got to eat that. You know what I'm saying? Like they just got to sit there and eat that. And it's like by the grace of God, if they got somebody else that's coming in the future. But sometimes, some of these people, man, they burn bridges and they don't even get that stuff in the future. And again, like, they look back at it and they like, man, it was never worth it. It was never worth it. And oftentimes when you acting out of your ego and you make decisions based off your ego, you never ever want to be in positions where you're in a state of regret and you look back, it's like, man, I should have never did that. I should have never, it was not worth it. You got dudes in prison to this day that had some beef with somebody that did something because they didn't want to be seen a certain type of way. So they shot somebody instead of like walking away or doing it another way. They felt like everybody was going to think about them in a certain type of way. So what they do, they took a gun or whatever and go shot somebody, kill somebody, do this, this, and this, and this. So they're not perceived in that way. And so, to a certain degree, you can't blame them. But also in the same vein, it's like it's how many people in the prison, they're like, man, I wish I would have did something different. I wish I would have did this. Because killing that person, it was never worth it. I felt good at that moment, but I got to spend the next 10, 25 years in prison over that act. And it's like everybody in the hood know I ain't no. Everybody in the hood know I ain't no bitch. Everybody in the hood know who I am. And da 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 da. But it's like the people with the cell block don't know that. They don't know that at all. Big Curly Charlie, he doesn't know that at all. Okay, and he looks at you mighty sweetly. So it's like you don't ever want to be in that situation where you stuck like that, trying to prove something to people. The people on the damn street, they ain't gonna be there with you when you get in that, when you locked up. None of them goddamn people is gonna be there. Not a goddamn one. They might remember you on the street for a good week or so, and then they will forget and they will move on to the next. And it's like sometimes you be like, man, what the hell happened to my life? You know what I'm saying? And you made the decision based off of ego. And everybody does. It's not to be put people down, but I'm saying it's a precautionary tale to ensure that you're not operating out of ego. The negative ego. Sometimes it's best to humble yourself in a sense to understanding that you ain't got to win every fight. You ain't got to go back and forth with people. You ain't got to swing on every goddamn body. You go out there in the world, people are very passive aggressive, toxic and passive aggressive and sneaky. You can't go into every atmosphere and slap the shit about somebody and expecting nothing to happen to you. You sometimes got to figure out how to handle these type of people without necessarily resorting to violence. Even when you're verbal, these people will still come at you and then they'll try to play like they stupid, and they're very good at maneuvering, hiding, sneaking, and they know how people get down. They understand how people ego is. And so they're hoping that they can excite some type of reaction up out of you so they can get you caught up in something. That is their overall goal. They're trying to tear you down. They want you to go back and forth with them so they can tear you down even more. Now they have justification for every lie that they said on your name. Now they have justification for everything that they did. And now they can be even more vindictive because now when people look at them when people looked at them, they were hiding under the scenes doing what they was doing because they didn't want other people to see it. Okay, they don't want other people to see it for the simple fact that they know damn well that there was no reason for them to do it. So that's why they need your response. That's why they need your reaction. Now they full court. Now they can do it openly now because now they have justification as to why they did it. It's because your reaction that they was provoking up out of you over the sneaky, underhanded things they was doing under the scene and the way that they was manipulating everybody. You the only one sometimes that can see that individual, and everybody ain't. And sometimes again, that's when you got to understand. Sometimes you got to walk on your own. You're not working on your own in spirit, but you're walking on your own in flesh sometimes. And you stand on the truth. You be a grown ass man or a grown ass woman. You stand on the truth. You don't run from the truth. You don't hide. You don't fold. You don't do nothing like that. You stand on the damn truth. If people believe the bullshit and they believe the lies of people or whatever the case may be, man, let people believe the lies. Sometimes you gotta walk by yourself. Okay. God will always bless you. He will always come through for you. Always. When you stand on the damn truth, it's not gonna be easy. And sometimes you might be going through certain things for a very long time and it gets lonely at times, but God is always there. But sometimes that's what you got to do in order to protect yourself and be free and to be set free from these manipulative ass bastards, okay? You stand on the truth. You ain't got to go back and forth with people and try to prove who you are. You ain't got to go back and forth with people and try to prove A, B, C, D, E, F, and G. You got to already understand that people, when you start to do that, people look at you as guilty. They look at you as a damn fool. Half these people know damn well that you ain't do what you trying to convince them. But they don't treat you like that any damn way. They don't turn on you any damn. They didn't like you anyway. They just got justification. They don't need a reason. They don't need a reason not to like you. They don't need a reason not to try to tear your life down to smithereens. They don't need a reason. Their reason is they're jealous. Their reason is that you could do something better than them, that people perceive you in a certain type of way, that people like you, that people give you attention, that people da 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 because this girl looked at you or this dude looked at you or whatever the case may be. That is their damn reasons. It could be petty as hell. And to them, because they have a petty mindset, they have a petty spirit, because they don't have that much wisdom, it don't matter what their damn age is. Because of how petty, they are going to make it into a big deal because they feel like they not number one no more. They feel like they not top. Because you're not bowing down to them, because you're not kissing their damn feet, because you're not worshiping them like they the second coming of Messiah. When you look at people and they dead in their faces, like, I don't give a damn who you are, what you have, who the hell you. I don't give a damn who the hell you are. I'm not bowing down to you. I'm not bowing down to no motherfucking man. Who you think that I am? I ain't got to bow down to no damn man, and I'm not gonna bow down to no damn man or woman. I don't give a damn who you got against me. I don't give a damn if everybody turned against me. I'm standing on the truth. I'm not about to bow down to nobody. So I'm not going to. You are not God. I'm not gonna bow down to you. No, absolutely not. And people will get mad at you, try to tear you down because of that reason, because you ain't gonna bow down to them. And then, but at the end of the day, God will always give you strength to defeat your enemies, to make them a footstool, to get up over on them, and then leave them right where they had you fucked up at. Okay, leave you right where they had you fucked up at. And not only that, these people get exposed for the goddamn lying ass, conniving bastards that they've been the entire time. And people clearly see people for who they truly are, not who they're trying to portray themselves to be. And maybe some people might come back, maybe some people don't. But understand that you ain't got to worry about nothing. You stand on the truth. You do your best to do right by people. You ain't gonna be perfect. But you got to understand how people get down in this world and what grimy ass low down ways that they will go. It doesn't matter that you ain't did nothing to people. It doesn't matter if you could be positive towards people. You can help people and they will still choose, just like how they had the story with Jesus and Barabbas. You know, Barabbas was the murderer, the thief, the rapist, the this, and this. And the governor said, I can either free Jesus, who has not done anything to you guys, or I can free Barabbas, the murderer. And what did the people say? We choose Barabbas, kill Jesus. And sometimes it's like what it's going to be. It's not say you Jesus, but you know what I'm saying? Like when you standing up for something that's right, people are going to go against you. They're going to hate you. They're going to pick somebody that they'll treat you like you killed their damn mama. And then they'll treat the person that actually did kill their mama. They'll treat them like royalty. You know what I'm saying? And they love their mama. They mad as hell that their mama's gone, but they'll treat the person that actually did kill their mother over you with more respect, with more dignity, with more. They'll treat that person like royalty in comparison to how they'll treat you. And you cannot, for the life of you, understand. But that's just the spirits inside people. They're insecure. Like they're not who they say that they are. And you disrupt that self-image. When they see you, you are a reflection of everything that they don't ever want to see in themselves. And so instead of working on themselves and trying to change, they take the route of, I got to destroy you. It's easier to destroy you. It's easier to tear you down. And in comparison to ever look at myself for any problem. I don't want to change. I don't want you here to see you. I don't want to see you. And so that's why sometimes you'll have hostility from people and you don't understand why you got all this hostility, why people got a problem with you. You barely even know people that got a problem with you. It's because of that reason. It's because you be bringing up something. It's not you, but it's like whatever God put inside you or whatever it is, that's what they see and they cannot stand it because it's like God is reflecting who they are as an individual and they don't like it. They don't like it. And so understand that you have to just move in a wise manner. You ain't got to go back and forth with other people. Understand when people are bringing dramas to your doorstep so you can bring their ass right down to the police station so you can get them up off of there. You don't go back and forth with no damn fool. And you got to understand these people are fools. They fools. It's not to be disrespectful, but they lack wisdom. A lot of these people, they don't think about the future. They don't think or they don't have any type of foresight about what they're so confident. They don't think at all. They don't think. They think only to a certain degree. And that's why you be looking at people like, why would you do that? It's because they wasn't thinking the whole damn thing through. They wanted immediate gratification. Okay. Instead of they weren't thinking about the long-term consequences. They wanted immediate gratification. Okay. And you could be the opposite where you're willing to suffer in the short term for a prosperous future. Okay. And again, people will look at that as stupidity. Like, why you not doing everything you need to do to go get the money like this, and this? Like, that's stupid. Why you ain't going out here in the streets and making your money real fast? Come on, man. Girl, why you ain't hopping on that pole to go get this money real fast? What you doing? That's stupid. That's stupid. You see, this is the world. This is the way the world thinks. But you understand what the detrimental consequences are for those actions in the future. It's not like you judging people, but it's like you understand what the long-term situations and problems that you're going to have. And so it's like, no, I'm not going to do that. I understand people don't understand what I'm doing. I understand people don't get me. I understand all these different things, but I still don't give a rat's ass. I understand how I'm supposed to act in these social conventions or these social areas and stuff like that, these social interactions with people. I understand what clothes I'm supposed to be wearing. I understand what I'm supposed to be saying. I still choose to do what the hell I want to do because that's who I am. I am not that BS. I'm not all that stuff that y'all trying to tell me what I need to do. And so you're going to get ostracized for that. You're going to get even when you try, oftentimes, especially when God got you in somewhere, shape, or form, you're still going to get ostracized. And so it's an understanding that, like, hey, sometimes it's what your path in life is, and you're gonna always have these people that's gonna come up against you. But the fact of the matter is, you're gonna always get, you're gonna roll over them. Everybody that coming your way, they're gonna get steamrolled. Every single last one. They be thinking that they win and they not. Okay, they don't. They lack wisdom and they lack godly like qualities. So they're gonna take everything that you do in your godlike qualities as a sign of weakness. Okay, because they know surely the things that they're doing, everything they do is perfect. So there's no way that you, in the way that you're behaving, that it's a good thing. No, 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 no. That must be a weak thing because again, they have black and white thinking. They're the strong one, you're the stupid one, or they're the strong one, you're the weak one. All those qualities that you show, weakness, but it's actually a strength. You just need to understand who to give it to, how to move and navigate the world, and how to snatch that stuff away from people who do not appreciate you. Snatch that stuff away from people who think they're going to get over on you. Snatch that stuff away from people who do not appreciate you. Snatch it away with the quickness and lead them right where they had you fucked up at. And keep it pushing and go on to the next and let them figure out that lesson and let them begin to understand when you're no longer there to help them. So I catch you on the flip side. Peace.